on IWTV News.
Chalk up another natty.
People were looking for us, but they weren't looking for us like to win.
It's almost that time of year again.
My brain has shifted gears a little bit, and I'm more prepared to be in the adult world.
Sports is busting out all over. Never too late to give blood.
I think it shows Iowa Western is on board with helping the community.
From the campus of Iowa Western, you're watching IWTV News.
The new Natty Champs get a hero's welcome. Police escort, the Woiks, and Reaver Country is there to meet them. Hello and welcome to our latest edition of IWTV News. I'm J.J. Davis. What a week. I mean, we just keep getting busier and busier. And speaking of getting busy, how about some history? The coach and his Reavers go wild as the women's 4x400 meter relay team wins the race and in the process propels Iowa Western to its first national women's indoor track and field championship.
Almost every time we run the 4x4, that's the end of the meet, that's the completion. And so I always like to finish the meet strong, and so it was a little bit more special to finish it the way we did.
Oh my God, it meant so much. It meant the world for us to win. They were looking for us, but they weren't looking for us like to win the championship. So to come out there and win for the first time in his school history is amazing.
Man, I was living. It was crazy because we weren't even projected to win. So seeing her come down with that baton, and she's a dog, so it was crazy.
It was a full team win. Friday is always for me the most nerve-wracking day, because if we don't do what we have to do on Friday, then we don't even have a shot on Saturday. And so the fact that we had so many people in the finals on Saturday, that we were in position to finish the meet off, and just across the board.
Well, it was amazing. It felt great. It felt like all of the hard work actually paid off.
It meant a lot for me. I didn't have a lot of wins back in high school, so coming here and winning something actually means a lot to me.
Everything. It's so many years, and it kind of brings back emotions too, but it's so many years of work put into this. It's so many, so much sacrifice. It means a lot. This is the first time that it's ever been done, and this won't be the last time it'll be done. So, it does mean a lot, because this kind of sets the stage, and I told them yesterday that they've put their print, they put their stamp on Iowa Western, and so that's something that can never be taken away from them.
It's a moment frozen in time. It's a picture that speaks for itself. Smiles. Nothing but smiles. Joy on their faces. Iowa Western, the 2021 National Women's Indoor Track and Field Champions. What a year for the runners. First, the men's cross-country team makes the podium. And then, have faith in faith, Linga brings home cross-country gold. The women bring home their first natty in history. 32 All-Americans, in all 6 national champs, break 8 school records. Faith is the Indoor Women's Track Athlete of the Year. Doug Marshall, the Indoor Coach of the Year, and Miss Williams Davis, of course, the National Indoor Assistant Coach of the Year. Is that all? The hits just keep on coming. Bring on the outdoor season. Bring on the big dogs. Bragging rights at stake in Reaver Arena. Next up, final preparations for the big day when we come back.
From the campus of Iowa Western, this is IWTV News.
Action! Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
This is always a fun event to see the soon-to-be graduates and the smiles on their faces. Gradfest 2021, Reaver Room. Be there or be square. Truly a moment to just take it all in. The stars are out in the Reaver Room. Soon-to-be graduates file in to make final arrangements.
Check in with Michelle, which the purpose of that is just to make sure that we do have an application on file. And then they will talk to somebody in financial aid if they have gotten financial aid.
Around 70 showed up the first of this two-day event. Some 100 or so grabbed an alumni t-shirt and signed in to say thank you in the fall.
All right, ready? 1, 2. My brain has shifted gears a little bit, and I'm more prepared to be in the adult world. And I'm shifting from that high school mindset into an actual adult mindset, and that has helped a lot. There you go.
Thank you. Honestly, the friends I've made here, I've started my first year as a sports media student and then not doing too much. The second year became an RA and just met a lot of people, and I'm going to miss that a little bit.
Perfect. I like this part. And seeing some of the notes that they do write on the whiteboard for the thank yous, it's really touching.
And it's all for the students. Yes, the stars were out in the Reaver Room recently.
As I'll ever be. Oh, as you'll ever be?
These soon-to-be graduates will continue to shine for years to come. After all, the world is waiting. Now, of course, after you graduate, what comes next? But you've come again to the right place. College Row, second floor of the Student Center. 22 in all are represented.
It's really a great opportunity for our students to meet the surrounding schools, get to ask them questions, and decide ultimately where they would like to further their education.
That's why a lot of students check us out. Because
our schools have been great to work with us, and they're happy to be able to come and travel and get to meet our students.
The other things I would show you after Iowa Western, some of them know what they want that to be. They know the school, they know the major. There are others who come to this who are shopping still. They don't know what that next school is going to be.
Obviously your GPA here. First of all, Iowa Western's stunning campus. I mean, really, when you drive on here, the facilities are gorgeous. The housing, the gated entrance, it's really impressive.
Great results. Our students love the transfer fair. They look forward to it. They know about when it's going to happen each year. And it's just a great opportunity for them to meet the schools and figure out where they're going to further their education.
Hoping for over 100 or so students to pass through College Row, the annual spring transfer fair. All's fair in taking the next steps. And away they go, but not perchance without seeing red in the Wellness Center. But next up, a statement match, Indian Hills, after the break.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Saw this one coming for weeks. Suddenly, a wrestling wannabe, Indian Hills, hits the mat in Reaver country. And guess who's waiting for him? That's right, number 5 against number 12. And you know, this one could go down to the last match. The Warriors win 3 of the first 4 matches to grab an 11-3 lead. 157, the champ, Isaiah Crosby, back points galore. Tech falls 16-0. Then at 165, Fabian Padilla, 2 takedowns, holds on 5-4. All tied up when Michael Wagner, a monster, at 174. The only pin of the match, 17-11 Iowa Western. Now the crowd sees Josh McFarland at 197 rack up the points. By Josh, 15-4. Heavyweight Dylan Miller backs it up with a shutout 9-0 as the Reavers send the visitors back to the Hills, winning 25-13.
Talk about Indian Hills, and you know, the talk in our room was, you know, you still got to beat us. You know, that they were declared conference champs on Sunday, and we wanted to prove that we were the best team in the conference.
I was all in for the pin. Yeah. I mean, I knew the team needed it, and I think it was kind of a driving factor for me.
Josh Watts and the 5th-ranked Reavers stay unbeaten in duels. The Natty tourney, just over a month away.
We are Reavers!
And then there's the 5th-ranked volleyball team. Now, usually they play a rigorous, tough schedule, but this crazy, COVID-filled year, case in point. The 5th-ranked Reavers play host to Iowa Lakes, and this one all Iowa Western. Elemnor Elmas just hammered down one of her 5 kills, and that E. Singh and the home team drowned the Lakers 25-9. The Reavers in total control. Second set, Mike A. Bertens leads the way, 10 Ks, as Big Blue just blocks its way to a 25-18 win. Iowa Western killing it at a 308 clip. The Reavers take the set, match 25-9.
You could tell that the girls meant business and they wanted to do the right things and not just go through the motions. So I saw us getting on the floor, I saw us running after balls, I saw us trying to do a lot of stuff.
We this year have the chemistry, and we have like the uncoachables, you know what I mean? Like we work hard, we come in every day, work hard, we want to be there.
They went there to 9th-ranked Western Nebraska. The number 5 Reavers first shut out McCook 3-0 and then waxed the home team Cougars 3-0 as well. And now it's time to get outside. Take a deep breath and exhale. The boys of summer are here. Great sun-splashed crowd on hand for the Reavers home opener. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Thomas Bean, the first of his 2 hits. Iowa Western scores 5 runs in the inning. And then, here in the 5th, Aaron Staley, a screamer down the line. 2 more runs come around, 7-1 Big Blue. Now on the hill, Peyton Zabel goes 5, gives up 3 hits, strikes out 9. The Reavers strike out Tech 7-1.
All starts on the mound, and Zabel really kept control of them on the mound, and a lot of the credit goes to him because he just gave us a chance to put an inning together, and we had 1 big inning.
Curveball was working well for me, able to get it in the zone, tried to get a lot of ground balls, and obviously was pretty successful with that.
Pretty successful in game 2. Iowa Western belts 15 hits, score 5 runs alone here in the 1st inning. Chase Spoonmore with the first of his 3 down the line, and the Reavers blast the Blue Knights in 5, 14-0. Now same deal the next day, all Big Blue, 10-0, 15-4, a nice way to kick off the home schedule. 10th-ranked Big Blue hosts DMAC in a midweek windblown 9-inning game. Bottom of the 3rd, Chase Spoonmore drops in one of 19 Reaver hits, 5-3 Iowa Western. Now the Bears battle back in the top of the 5th inning, solid shot to center. The visitors cut it to 6-4, but the wind just swirling around. Bottom 5, Logan Jordan smokes it. A 3-run shot for breakfast lunch and dinner. 1 of 3 Big Blue home runs, 9-4 home team. Now 10 pitchers combined to strike out 11. The Reavers KO DMAC 19-5. The Red Ravens from Coffeyville land at the dock for a doubleheader with Big Blue. Now the home team just 6 hits, and when the Reavers get on base, Evan Martin thrown out stealing. On the hill, Peyton Zabel 4 1/3, 4 hits, just 1 run. 1-1 game, bottom 7, Drew Grindle just over the glove. Later, 2 on, 1 out. Hero time for Thatcher Kozel. Walk-off base hit, and Iowa Western clips Coffeyville 2-1.
Put Thatcher in an inning before to run, and I left him in to hit, and that's a sophomore, and I don't have a ton of them, especially that have a lot of experience. So he was, they brought a right-hander in, so I left him in the game, and he did a good job.
They do the job in Game 2 as the Reavers rip the Red Ravens 13-2. 10th-ranked Iowa Western at 9-2 stays unbeaten at the dock.
Just feel his pulse. All right.
And then there's the softball team, taking no prisoners as well. Memories of just a few weeks ago, snow still hanging around. In the circle, Brooke Melanchuk mowing them down, strikes out 10. Good crowd sees the home team erupt for 10 runs in the 3rd inning. Maddie Lehman knocks in 2 of her 3 runs, make that now 3-0. And then the other Maddie, Riling, her 2nd of 2 triples. It clears the bases, and Iowa Western just wastes North Platte in 5, 12-0.
Did a really good job. Chucky threw the ball great. I mean, she didn't let anybody put a ball in play for the first 3 innings of the game. So ran the bases well, put the ball in play well, played great defense when there was actually defense to be played, so it was a good out.
Yeah, I had a good day today. My teammates all had great days today too. Everybody kind of passes the bat, and today was just my day that I hit well. So
Carly Chonas and Big Blue tie it up and then take the lead here in the 3rd inning of Game 2. As the Reavers slide in with a 10-2 win. Iowa Western then sweeps State Fair the next day, 7-0 and 6-3. What a great way to start the home season. The Reavers look to swing the bats against Iowa Lakes. Tie game, 3rd inning. A.J. Gregory right up the box. Home team scores 3 times to go up 4-1. Now, Big Blue belts 9 hits overall. 6th inning, Carly Chonas over everybody's head, and number 20 legs it for a double. Madeline Riling, her 2nd of 2 hits, and Iowa Western comes around, sinks the Lakers 6-2.
We got good enough stuff in the circle. We have good enough stuff defensively. We have good enough stuff hitting to win games when we don't play our best, which is great, but at some point we're going to have to put it all together.
Now the home team puts it all together in Game 2 as the Reavers here crush Iowa Lakes 10-2 in 5 innings. Big Blue at 13-1 comes in at 6-0. All right, back indoors we go. Now I like where the Iowa Western men's basketball program is headed. I mean, the Reavers are getting better and better, it seems, with every game. Iowa Western jumps out to the early lead. Around the horn, inside, Deshaun Dyson, and it's 10-4. But the Hawks come shooting back, 12-11 Northeast. Dwayne Vass leads the charge with 23 points. Elijah Pickens to the rack, 27-19 Reavers. The home team shoots 53%. Marcitas Leach put back 13, and then look out for Carl Jones. Iowa Western 39-29 at the half. Second half, Roland McCoy calls bank. Vass knocks down 2 trays. Kelvin Balfour flies in with 15 points, and the Reavers blow by Northeast 77-65.
One of the things that we've been trying to emphasize here is just getting to the rim in transition, just really putting more pressure on getting layups or getting fouled, and I thought it paid off tonight.
It's a good win. It's a good win, but we slipped up on some things like starting second half, transition, things like that. We can improve. But overall, we did good. We passed the ball, we moved the ball, got to the rim, things we wanted to do.
The Iowa Western defense has given up an average of just 58 points in the Reavers' last 4 games. The Division I Blackhawks land in Reaver Arena for the annual tug-of-war. Southeastern jumps out to a quick 9-5 lead. Marcitas Leach nails one of his 5 threes, 15-14 home team. 6'10 Carl Jones going down. Dwayne Vass from the corner. And Iowa Western just rolls out a 32-26 lead at the break. The Reavers doing the job early in the second half. Leach pours in a game-high 20 points, 45-37 Big Blue. Southeastern right back, 48-47, 10 minutes to go. Carl Jones off the bench just stuffs in 11. The Blackhawks keep, though, firing away, 63-57 Birds under 3 minutes left. But Iowa Western closes out the half on a 9-3 run. Leach, a little dipsy-do. 7 seconds left, down by 2. Elijah Pickens to the rescue. 66 all and blow that horn. Into overtime. Same story, down by 1. Seconds left, guess who? Elijah Pickens with the final 2 of his 16 points, and the Reavers outgut Southeastern 73-72.
I told Coach I need the ball. I need the ball. Just one of the moments I'm built for. I've been doing it since high school, and I got hot the second half, and I was ready.
All the credit goes to them of staying with the next play. In a game where we've wavered in the past in those situations. And so I'm super proud and excited that they took that next step.
Everybody's hero. Iowa Western at 8-7 has now won 4 of its last 6. And next up, 2 on the road, starting at number 19 Kirkwood. Hey! Now the women are doing some good things as well. Good team chemistry, better depth. Look out for these Reavers come playoff time. Sound the alarm. Always tough Northeast, and its veteran coach comes to town. First up, inside, Izzy Nottabo. 4 quick points, 8-2 Reavers. The home team back outside. Ariel McElroy, 3 of her 13. But the Hawks on the fly. The Birds just trail 20-15 after 1. Big Blue closes out the half. 9-2 run. Gabby Smith, 1 of her 4 trays. Araya Brooks on the boards. Iowa Western 37-25 at the break.
Can you stand up and wave?
Saying goodbye and thank you to Mr. Reaver, Jake Ryan. Now the Reavers outscore the visitors 18-8 in the third. Haley Burfield goes baseline. Ruba Abu Hashesh comes off the bench and sticks 3 threes. Number 4 finishes 13 points. Iowa Western waxes Northeast 70-41.
You've got to run them into the ground, and you look at they only scored 16 points in the second half. We got a ton of transition stuff. We were up in passing lanes. We were fresh. We were coming in with subs.
For sure, yeah. Our team definitely out-toughed them today because, it wasn't our best game today. But, our toughness level obviously helped us win the game today, and it's a pretty good team, too.
The Reavers roll out their 7th straight win, and Iowa Western is 3-0 in Region 11 play. Big Blue, fresh off a gritty win over top-ranked Kirkwood, takes a shot at McCook. Now the Indians shoot their way to a 17-15 lead after 1, but the home team ties it at 25. Then Liliana Marquez and 1, and the Reavers are up for good. Izzy Nottabo, not once, twice, finishes with 12. Iowa Western heads to the locker room up 34-28 at the break. Second half, all Big Blue, 10 steals. Outscore the visitors 51-26. Gabby Smith lays in 10. Jesse Germano inside with 9. The Reavers shoot 56%. Here's how. Iowa Western blows out McCook 85-54. And finally, giving in the Wellness Center. It's always for a good cause. On the other side.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
Reaver Country gives back. It's as simple as that. They were seeing red at the Wellness Center. I mean, it happens every spring and fall, for that matter. First, the Bloodmobile, and now, the gym. Holding court, on the court, giving blood from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the most frequent question asked.
Can I donate if I have the vaccine? And you can, as long as it's the U.S. regulated one.
Same as any other time, I would imagine. I mean, whenever there's a need, they need to have the blood on hand.
I guess I started giving blood when my son was in Afghanistan, and it was very important at that time. And so now I give 4 to 5 times a year.
I think it shows Iowa Western is on board with helping the community and doing their part as well.
How many you expected?
I think around 50.
Is that a good number?
Yes. In the bus, we can get about 23 to 30.
And so they are seeing red in the Wellness Center for a good cause. And Reaver Country is pumped. And that's a wrap. Did we have enough for you? It's just the tip of the old iceberg, as they say. Wait till next time. And so for this latest edition of IWTV News, I'm JJ Davis, and as always, I'll see you around campus.
IWTV is online. Like us, follow us, watch us.